Yes, good morning students. Today we are going to discuss about the distance covered for a freely falling body at different heights, velocities and time taken for freely falling body and vertically projected upward body. Okay, see here. For that, just take here I am taking a freely falling body. Next I will take about vertically projected body. Right. For freely falling body, what is the initial velocity here? u0. Okay. What is the distance covered? Height is also 0. So I will take first height is 0, then u is equal to 0, then time t equal to 0 before falling down. Okay. So here a body is dropped. Okay. So if a body is dropped, initial velocity is 0. So that is what here. Initial time taken t is equal to 0. So started from height is equal to 0. If it is dropped from here, while it is coming down, it covers to the bottom, that is by traveling a distance of h. So distance covered is equal to h here on bottom. So velocity on reaching the ground will be v equal to root 2gh. You just leave like v, and time taken to come down is t seconds. Okay, here all are zeros. Initial velocity 0, height considered 0, time taken is also 0. But after traveling a distance h, the distance covered height is equal to h, it reaches h height and distance covered. Next, here velocity is v, here time taken t. Okay, while it is coming down, you just observe different conditions. So what are they? So at a height h by 4, at a distance h by 4 from top, h by 4 if it is covered. Next, if it covers to h by 2, if it covers to 3h by 4, if it covers to h, then in that situations, what are their velocities and what is the time it takes, that and all we will see. Okay, suppose while it is falling down at a height h by 4, if you see, the velocity of the body will become, suppose, see here, in this, if it is hitting with v means, here it is v by 2. So during a time of t by 2, it reaches a height h by 4. Okay, at a height h by 4, velocity of the body is v by 2. Okay, half of the velocity when it hits the ground. So with that, with respect to that velocity, it is v by 2. Here, if it hits with the time, if it takes time t seconds to reach the ground, to travel h by 4, it takes a time of t by 2. Okay, next, to reach the distance h by 2, the velocity it takes is v by root 2. The time it takes is t by root 2. Next, when it comes to 3h by 4, it acquires a velocity of root 3v by 2. It acquires a time of root 3 by 2t. Okay, next, see how you got these values. You can verify by using equations v square minus v square equal to 2as and v is equal to u plus at. Okay, you can verify it. You see here. Suppose if a body is traveling from here to here, what is the velocity it acquires? You see here. Okay, so from v square minus u square equal to 2as. V is here just like v1, consider like v1. v1 square, what is u? 0 square is equal to 2 into a is, while coming down, what is a? Plus g. Okay, so g, s is what? What is the distance it is covered? h by 4. Okay, you see here, you know what is velocity by traveling a distance h? Root 2gh. So that means what? 2gh means what? V square. So v square by 4. Correct? So v1 square is equal to v square by 4. From this, what is v1? V by 2. Plus or minus v by 2. Correct? So that means here while it is coming down, here it acquires a velocity v by 2. Correct? Similarly, if you want to find the velocity at this point v2, same equation you use it. So that is for second case v2 square minus v1 square. v1 is what? 0 is equal to 2g. What is h covered from here to here? H by 2. Okay, so h by 2. What is this 2gh? V square by 2. So v2 square is equal to v square by 2. Then v2 is equal to what? V by root 2 plus or minus v by root 2. Okay, while it is coming down plus v by root 2. Okay, clear or not? Next. Similarly, you can go for 3h by 4. So for 3h by 4 also same. You just take like this is v3. So what you can write? v3 square minus 0 square is equal to 2g. h is what? 3h by 4. So 3 by 4 into v square. That is v3 square. Then what is v3?
Root 3v by 4.
Root 3 by 2 into v. This is like you are getting v3 plus or minus v3 by root 3v by 2. So plus while coming down plus, while going up negative. Right? Clear or not? So next. So after traveling h, you know, v square minus v square equal to a. v4 is h. Clear? Right. Next. I wanted to calculate the time taken. So how much time it takes when it reaches h by 4 or when it reaches a velocity of v by 2. When it acquires a velocity of v by 2. So that time, you see here how to calculate. So time taken for the same condition, here itself, beside itself I am showing you. See here. For this time taken I want. Time taken, how can I calculate? From v is equal to u plus at. So v is what here? v1. Here I wanted to calculate. Time taken t1 is equal to how much? Okay. So v1, u what? 0 only na? While coming down a is plus g. What is the time it takes? t1. v1 equal to gt1. What is v1 you got here? V by 2. So V by 2 is equal to G into T1. Correct? Huh? So what is T1? V by 1 by 2 into V by G. What is that V by G?
T.
T. See here, if it is coming to this hit the velocity with V means you just think in reverse direction. If it is thrown with a velocity V, then it reaches to the height h. That is what time of ascent like. Okay na? So what is time? Is equal to V by G. Correct na? So that means what is this? T by 2. T1. Clear? Clear or not? So this is how you got this T by 2. Next, go to this. This is you just like T2. Which condition? Second condition. So use V is equal to U plus AT. V2 equal to U2. Starting condition only U, 0. A, G, T is what? T2. Okay, so what you will get? V2 is equal to GT2. What is V2 here? V by root 2. So V by root 2 is equal to G into T2. I need T. So 1 by root 2 into V by G.
T by root 2.
So you will get T by root 2. That is T2. Okay na? T by root 2. Right, next. Come to this root 3 by 2T. How you will get? Same. For this condition you tell me. How to calculate this? Same, V is equal to U plus AT. V3 U G T3. So V3 is equal to 0 plus G into T3. What is V3? Root 3 V by 2. So you will get root 3 V by 2 by G is equal to T3. I am bringing this G, V3 by G. So root 3 by 2 into T is T3. Okay na? So that is the time taken to reach this point. Okay, here you can have one important point. Okay, first you finish this, next we will see for vertically projected body. So while discussing this vertically projected body, you will have that clarity. Okay, based on that point we can decide the answer directly. See here. Shall we go for next vertically projected body? Side by side it should be diagrams so that you can understand easily. Okay, that's why. Make it fast. See this next one, vertically projected up body. Okay, so if you observe that vertically projected up body, so while it is going in upward direction, straight line, what is the initial velocity? You have given. Okay, so first you think about height. So what is the height here on the ground? 0. H is 0. H is equal to 0 for vertically projected up body. It starts from the ground. So height is 0. While it is going in upward direction, what is the initial velocity? U. Will it be 0? No. Definitely some initial velocity you have to give. Then only a body will move in upward direction. If the initial velocity is 0, body will not go up. Keep it in mind. Right? So you are giving some initial velocity to go in upward direction. Next. So here T is equal to 0 starting time. While it is reaching, after reaching a point, the time it takes T seconds. Okay na? Now here here V is equal to 0. Final velocity becomes 0 after reaching a maximum height. Okay. Next, from here H, what is the distance it is covered? H, height, maximum height, like H. Okay, clear? Is it clear or not? Now we will go for same conditions. Listen here. You know that one point already we discussed while solving the problems, while solving the previous topics. The body is projected vertically upward at the same height. So with what velocity you have thrown in the absence of air resistance? With what velocity you have thrown? With the same velocity it hits. With the same speed it hits, not velocity. Okay, with what speed I have thrown in upward direction, with the same speed it will hit. But direction wise they are reversed so that it is hitting with minus u. Direction is opposite. While going in upward direction plus u, coming down minus u. Same magnitude, but direction wise reverse. Okay na? That means what is the final velocity for a vertically projected body here? 0. What is the initial velocity after dropping while coming down? Initial velocity 0. This is the final velocity here. That final velocity will be the initial velocity while coming down. Correct or not? So that is u2 is 0. Here v1 is 0, u1 is equal to u. So here you will get v2 is equal to minus u. You are getting. Right. So that means what you see, observe clearly on the ground at the same height, whatever the magnitude of velocity is there, here also same magnitude of velocity. Speed is same. Next, What about the magnitude of velocity here? Here also magnitude of velocity is same at the same height. This is also at same height, this is also at same height. Somewhere else you take, there also same speed. Okay, so at the same height from the ground, will acquire the same speed. Okay, so here also, if you take here u1 or like v1 or just give like u2 or u3 you give, here u4 you give, here u5 you give, here also u5 only. Magnitude, direction alone reverse. Magnitude is same, u5. Here also u4, here also u3. That means at the same height, same speed. Direction wise reverse. But at the same height they will acquire the same speed. Okay, now you tell me. Based on that point, you tell me, what about the heights? See here, 1 minute. First, let me say about heights, then after that, you tell velocities, speeds. Okay, right. So, I am taking from the ground now. So, from the ground, you are considering the height from the ground. So, what is this distance? H by 4. Then, this is H by 2. Then, this is 3h by 4 and this is h. So at h by 2, what is the velocity?
If we project the ball with more velocity, then it acquire more distance at the top.
1 minute. These two are similar conditions. Velocities are same. Like magnitude of velocity is same. Okay. With what it is hitting, the same height only I have taken. Same height means same magnitude of velocity only.
Then it will cover 3h by 4 in first.
It will cover, I am not considering the time here. I am considering the distances. Okay, at h by 4, what is the velocity? At h by 2, what is the velocity? At 3h by 4, what is the velocity? I am not taking the time to consider this distance. Okay, just at that height, what are the velocities I am calculating. Okay, now clear? Any doubt? So now I need to calculate that. Tell me, at h by 4 what is the velocity?
V by 2.
What is v by 2? Based on this you tell. At the same height, same speed. Correct? Now you tell me, this is the height. From here you are considering this is 3h by 4 while coming down. But from ground how much it is? H by 4 only na. So this height is from ground is h by 4, but this is 3h by 4 travelling distance.
Root 3 v by 2.
Understood? So I repeat, listen carefully. This is body is dropped from here. So while it is coming down, distance covered to reach this point it is covered 3h by 4. But from ground that is at a height of h by 4 only. Correct? So now I am, instead of dropping from top point, I am throwing in upward direction. So now the distance covered will be to reach the same point. H by 4 only it is covered in upward direction. Correct or not? Clear? Any doubt? No? Clear? Right, now see here. At h by 4, what is the velocity I need? What is the velocity here? So at same height, same speed I told you. So here what you got? Here also root 3 v by 2. Understood? Clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next, what is this? H by 2. From ground it is covered h by 2. But from the ground it is at a height h by 2. So from the ground it is at a height h by 2. What is the speed here at h by 2?
V by 2.
V by root 2. Here also?
V by root 2.
V by root 2. Okay, na? Right, next, what about this? From ground it is 3h by 4, but from top it is covered h by 4. So this point, from top it is h by 4, from ground it is 3h by 4. I am calculating from ground at 3h by 4. So that means from top at h by 4 and from bottom 3h by 4, that point is at the same level. Correct? Same level. Means what is the velocity here?
V by 2.
V by 2. Clear or not?
Yes, sir.
But be careful in considering time. Yes, times are not same. Understood? Times are not same. But how to calculate that time? See here. Yes. Here I wanted to calculate the time taken. What is the time it takes? I need to calculate. While going upward, what is A? Minus G. Very good. A is equal to minus G. So use here V is equal to U plus AT to calculate this T3. V at this point, suppose V is what? Root 3 V by 2. U. 1 minute. U is projected with V. Then only you got root 3 V by 2. Then only it is V by root 2. Then only it is V by 2. Then only V is 0. Understood? U is numerically V. So that means what? V. Yes, minus G T. T1 T2 you give your notation. No problem. Understood? Any doubt? Clear? Yes. Now you bring this to here. What is that? GT1 is equal to what?
V minus 3V by 2.
V by 2. So one thing you do. V you make common. 1 minus root 3 by 2. So this is what? GT1. So T1 equal to what? V by G into 1 minus root 3 by 2. What is V by G? T. So that is what? T into 1 minus root 3 by 2. That is what time taken. So T dash equal to what? T into 1 minus root 3 by 2. Okay, you are subtracting from T. Okay, na? Next, what about the time here? Without solving itself, we can say T double dash equal to T into 1 minus 1 by root 2. Okay, then here. How you got this? Same. Use the same process. Okay, na? Right. How to calculate this second case? V double dash equal to U plus V is equal to U plus AT. U is V. So V double dash equal to V plus A is minus G T double dash. I need to calculate T double dash.
V by root 2.
V double dash, how much you got?
V by root 2.
V by root 2.
V minus G T double dash.
You bring here, you send here.
G T double dash is equal to V into 1 minus 1 by root 2.
Okay, na? Clear? Then T double dash equal to?
V by G into 1 minus 1 by root 2.
What is this?
T.
T. So T into 1 minus 1 by root 2. That is T double dash. That is what I have written here. Understood? Clear. Next, what about here?
T by 2.
Yes. T into T double dash equal to T into 1 minus 1 by 2. Nothing but T by 2. Okay. Clear or not? Very good. Note down. Yes, see the question. 3 bodies are projected from towers of same height as shown. Okay, first stone is projected vertically upward. So it is just like you can take three similar towers. Instead of taking 3 similar towers, I have shown in one single tower. Okay, so one body is projected vertically upward direction. Second body is dropped, second body is thrown down with the same speed in downward direction from the same height. And third one is dropped from the same height. To reach the ground, it takes T3 seconds. So, first body takes T1 seconds, second body takes T2 seconds to reach, and third body takes T3 seconds to reach. Now, what they are asking is, T1, T2, T3 are the times taken by them. So then relations between them. They are asking the second one I repeat the question. See, 3 bodies are projected from towers of same height. First one projected vertically upward with a velocity u. Second one is thrown down vertically with the same velocity, and the third one is dropped as a freely falling body if T1, T2, T3 are the times taken by them to reach the ground. Then you need to calculate the distances, heights, time taken, initial speed, then change in intervals. So that in all you need to calculate. Okay. Look at this. This is the question. If you observe this, for first body and for second body you observe, let us consider the height of the tower is h. So how it looks like? It is like a vertically projected body from the top of a tower, na? So what you can write the equation for this? So yes. First I will tell you how to apply that equation. For first body I am telling. For first body, listen. From s equal to ut plus half at square, first body thrown upward direction. So s is what? So if h is the height of the tower, if it is going in upward direction plus x displacement, coming down minus x displacement, and it is going below the tower, that is minus h. So net displacement is minus h. Okay, u, what is u? U only while going in upward direction, it takes time of t1 seconds. Okay, while going in upward direction, what is acceleration due to gravity? Minus g. Okay, plus half a is minus g into t1 square. Correct? So what you got? So minus h is equal to ut1 minus half g t1 square. This is for first body, vertically projected up body. Okay na? Clear or not? Next you go to second body. Second body what? It is thrown downward direction. So initial velocity is equal to u, downward direction. Okay. So now for second body, from same s equal to ut plus half at square. See, 1 minute. Previous case net displacement. Here what you are taking in this case, distance covered is equal to s equal to h only. So h is equal to while it is coming down u2 ut. u2 is u. So ut plus half, while it is coming down, a is equal to what? Plus g. It is thrown down. Previous one thrown up. So that's why previous one minus g. Well, now it is coming downward, so plus g. So half g t2 square. Okay, so this is equation number 2. Okay na? Clear? Next, go to third body.
Half g square.
Third body. For third body you see, body is dropped down. So dropped down means u is equal to 0 for this body. So from s equal to ut plus half at square again. So okay, s is what? H, u 0. So this term completes 0. So half, while it is coming downward, a equal to plus g. Okay na? A equal to plus g. So half g t3 square. T is the time taken, t3 square. Right? Clear? This is equation number 3. Now what you have to do is, you see here, 1 minute. 1 and 2. 1 you multiply with t2 and 2 you multiply with t1. Okay. 1 you multiply with t2. What you will get equation? If you multiply with t minus ht2 is equal to u t1 t2
minus of gt1 square g2
t1 square t2.
t2.
Clear? Right, next go to the second equation.
equals
Second equation with T1 you multiply.
H T1 is equals to
H into T1 is equal to
U T1 T2
U T1 T2
plus of G or G T2 square T1.
half G T2 square into T1. See here, 1 minute. One thing you can do.
Adding
1 minute, no adding. Subtract. Okay, so what I am going to do is subtraction. So, cancel. What will you get?
minus H T1 to
H into T1 plus T2.
is equals to
Correct? Is equal to minus half G. You see here T1 T2 is common, huh? So T1 T2 you make common. T1 plus minus T1 plus T2. What you got H?
H is equals to of G T1 T2.
That is the height of the tower. H equal to half G T1 T2. Clear or not? Okay, clear. Right, now down. Next. Understood? Clear or not? That is what the height of the tower in terms of T1 and T2. Okay, H equal to half G T1 T2. This is equation number 4. Now, you observe this 3 and 4. Heights are same, huh? Can we equate these two? Equate it.
T3 is equals
Half G T3 square is equal to half G T1 T2.
T3 equals to root
Half G cancel. T3 square is equal to
T1 T2.
T1 T2. T3 is equal to root.
T1 T2.
That is the relation between the freely falling body time and these two times, T1 and T2. Next. You need to calculate what is initial speed, u. How to calculate it? You see here, h is equal to half g t1 t2, right, u3. U I need to calculate. To calculate that u, so you can use any one equation, like from this you can use, or simply you can write yes, this is what. So a second equation, you got your the same equations, minus ht2 is equal to ut1 t2 minus half gt1 square t2, and this equation is ht1 is equal to ut1 t2 plus half g2 square t1. So what I did is just added. Previously here subtracted, now we are adding. So after adding, h into t1 minus t2 is equal to 2u t1 t2 plus half g t1 t2 is common. So t2 minus t1 is common. So I am bringing this to left side. So h into t1 minus t2 plus half g into, if it comes here, t1 minus t2 only. So h into t1 minus t2 plus half g into t1 minus t2. So T1 minus T2 is made common, so H plus half G T1 T2 into T1 minus T2 equal to, right side, 2U T1 T2. So you know that H is equal to half G T1 T2, you replace it here. So half G T1 T2, half G T1 T2, so that is fully G T1 T2 into T1 minus T2. is equal to 2u t1 t2. So t1 t2, t1 t2 gets cancelled. So after simplifying, u is equal to 1 by 2 comes here, g by 2, 1 by 2 t1 minus t2. So that is the velocity with which you have projected. Okay, so magnitude of velocity which is thrown in upward direction or in downward direction, right? Now, note down. Next.